My role at the City of London is as Deputy Town Clerk. In essence, my role is about improving efficiency and looking for ways in which we can continue to improve frontline delivery of services to our customers. This actually fits in very nicely with my role as project sponsor for the Community ICT project, because that's all about improving the life chances of people in our vulnerable parts of the city in the Portsoken area.
I like coming to this class because all my friends are here, the people who live on my estate. When we come here, it's like a little women's group.
I think efforts like this to break down barriers are crucial, and I think that the traditional methods of getting people into adult or formal education just wouldn't work in a situation like this. You've got to come to them. These people won't go to a class, a lot of them won't fill out a form, so you've really got to cater for them individually, and a lot of times it's about entertainment. It's about entertainment and friendship.
It's good to do. It's very good for us. Very, very friendly.
I was really surprised when I joined the City of London Corporation to find that in the east of the city we have one of the most deprived areas in the country. Portsoken's actually in the 20% most deprived. This project has been really important in terms of engaging the people in that local community, particularly the Bengali community, to help them improve their life skills and chances.
ICT skills for this particular group are just as important as English language classes. The thing that both English language classes and ICT does is make people more confident within the community, the wider community that they're living in. It also has raised the status of the women within their homes, their families. They are now using a computer. Their kids obviously use computers, and their children are just so impressed with what they are able to do and what they've learned in a very short space of time.
We've got a partnership between the public sector, i.e. ourselves, the City of London Corporation, the private sector including BT, and the third sector including Citizens Online. But the real key to the success of the project has been our coordinator, Liam, meeting and engaging with people and helping them to use technology to improve their life skills and chances.
Same function.
I was like, driving on, not my hands wet on the wheel.
I met James at Middle Street, which is a hostel for former rough sleepers in the city, and James had never really touched a computer before. He had some really kind of like basic mouse skills. Shall I find you a better sound? It is a bit sort of Pet Shop Boys. He could barely switch a computer on and just click. But since then he's kind of learnt Microsoft Word, he's learnt how to do CVs, he's got an email address, and he's actually just secured employment using IT skills.
The project fits very nicely with our strategic aims here at the City of London. One of the things that we want to do is to ensure that we deliver first-class local authority services in addition to supporting the business community. And that fits very nicely with supporting our residents, and particularly the more disadvantaged, and helping them to improve their life skills and look for jobs and opportunities, whether that be in the city or the neighbouring and surrounding areas.
I had my own business, and I went bankrupt, and it was because of I was too heavily involved in drugs, and it was costing a lot of money to kind of run a business and keep a habit and stuff, and I eventually kind of I ran it into the ground. I ended up getting sentenced to 4 years from this area. Had I not been using drugs, I wouldn't have actually been in prison. Because when I started out in life, I had great opportunities. I walked into a golden job with my father. I had great ambition, and all of a sudden, it's like as if that was all a dream. Like all the confidence you think you have when you're using drugs, when you take that kind of drug away, it's like as if you kind of become a bundle of nerves, and I had literally no confidence at all. I didn't really want to talk to people. So with Liam is such a kind of an easygoing person. He's very approachable. It was absolutely fabulous, like a reinitiation into life. Like it was really fantastic, and I have great respect for Liam.
Yeah, that's internet.
Yeah.
We're connected. That's magic.
We're running an intergenerational project with Liam. There's several ideas behind it, one of which is to break down the barriers between younger and older people. So what we're getting them to do is to interview each other, to create films which will go onto YouTube. And those interviews can be about a range of topics, but we're also covering online safety, economic crime issues, child protection, things like that. And the idea is they'll make these films, produce them on YouTube, but also at the same time, without really realising it necessarily, we'll break down some of the barriers, which mean that sometimes older people perceive that young people are behaving in an antisocial way when actually they're just being young people.
I think engaging older people is really crucial to kind of self-esteem, things like that, communicating, keeping up to date, and also not to feel excluded, not to feel that, you know, IT's not for older people, it's for younger people, which certainly isn't the case. Can you remember your daughter's postcode in Italy?
N-O-V.
What you can do, you can get this little chap here, and you can drag him somewhere onto the map, and watch what happens. We're going into street view mode now, so now we're actually on the street.
Yeah, well that's right. Well then Susan's apartment's round just out by the green there. Oh lordy! Well you can see it. Golly, I could even see it.
I'd really recommend this project to other local authorities. We developed a toolkit, and this should actually help in terms of the lessons learned and practical steps of what you can do in terms of delivering this kind of success within the community.